The City of Lakewood listened and new trails are coming here to Green Mountain. I am standing in what I think is one of the best locations of Denver because guess what? Direct access to downtown and also single track. Right from your doorstep, you can ride your bike, hike, minutes to all of the foothills and direct access straight up to the mountains. This place is amazing, and this video is going to tell you all about what's coming to Green Mountain and a little bit more about the neighborhood and what it's like to live in the area.
Let's start talking just about the park because I think this is honestly the most exciting part for me. William F. Hayden Park is the second largest park in Lakewood. It has more than 2,400 acres of open space. And of course, the 6,800-foot summit at the top of Green Mountain Trail with 360-degree views of both Denver and also the foothills, Long's Peak. I think you can even see the Flatirons in Boulder on a nice day. This land was actually donated by the Hayden family in 1972, and it's of course a habitat for wildlife, mule deer, coyotes, hawks, and one of my favorite places to ride my bike. So here's the cool part. The City of Lakewood hired DHM Design to lead a 12-month planning effort for a 10-year action plan, and that's why I was there earlier today and why I want to talk to you all about what it's like to live in the area. The new trails specifically are going to expand to a 40-mile sustainably aligned effort of brand new trails. Basically, the idea is to take some of the trails that are currently at Green Mountain and close them, and then consolidate or reroute some of them based on sustainable principles. And there is actually some talk about making some of them mountain bike only and hiker bypass trails and also maybe some downhill only trails. I want to just explain a little bit about what Green Mountain looks like when you're either hiking or biking. There are 3 different trailheads. Rooney Road Trailhead is right off 470, and you can access Dinosaur Ridge and Matthews Winters Park Trailhead, which makes for a very long day if you're doing a whole bunch of riding on your bike. There's also a Green Mountain Trailhead right off Alameda that gives you direct access to Hayden Trail, which I'll be honest, I have definitely cried on that. And I think they should rename this mountain Windy Mountain because it is really windy sometimes. But it's also very clear it's the first one to melt in the springtime, so it's really nice to ride, maybe even sometimes during the winter. Like this winter it's been incredibly warm, and so we haven't had any snow until recently. Green Mountain is an amazing place to access directly from your house. There's also another trailhead called Forsberg Park Trailhead, and that's right off Alameda also, but it's a little bit closer to the Solterra community that I'm going to talk about later, and gives you a little bit more access to some of the more mellow trails. Check out my description for my scavenger hunt of the area because it'll take you to a couple of different places where you can access the trail, and also great coffee shops, my favorite restaurant, and a little tour of the brand new builds in the area. So let's get back to what is happening specifically with all of the trail building and the planning process. They're definitely involving 3,000 community members in the shared vision of this planning project. We've actually already gone through phase 1, which is like the planning, the background, the goals, and they're moving into refining the plan based on community feedback. The final goal is to implement all of these improvements and have a plan for Lakewood for the next decade. The reason for this is that Lakewood is such an amazing place to live. The location is second to none, literally. If you want to move to Colorado, if you already live in Denver and you're too far away from the mountains, Lakewood is it. This is the place to be. The location is literally the biggest benefit. You're just 10 minutes from Golden. It's perfect for stopping by the brewery or taking some time to hang out by the river. You're also only a 20-minute drive from downtown Denver, making it one of the best commutes for professionals who want to have the lifestyle, but also not too long of a drive. I just had clients who moved from Highlands Ranch, which is an amazing community with its own set of trails, whole nother video on that. But they wanted to have less of a drive. They were driving 45 minutes both directions to get to and from work. And they moved to Lakewood because now they don't have to spend so much time in the car in rush hour. Not only that, mountain access is second to none here in Lakewood. You have both I-70. You can jump on that for the best skiing, of course. I'm not going to say it's the easiest drive ever, and you definitely have to plan your timing correctly. I think I should definitely make a video on how to time your drive because I've gotten pretty good at it. You also have access to 285 as you head out to Conifer and Buffalo Creek, which is some of the best camping and mountain biking trails, hiking trails. And then all the way out to Buena Vista, Salida, you name it, you can access all of it from Lakewood. So let's chat a little bit about what it's like to live in Green Mountain. It's definitely a blend of the suburbs and the city. And the homes are quite a bit older. Some of them are literally like right along the side of the mountain. So you have to be a little bit worried about the ground moving. I have a structural engineer who will chat with you all about whether or not a home is structurally sound based on this area. But some of the other homes that are further away from the actual mountain are a little bit more rugged in their character because they date back to the 1970s. This is where people really started building. They don't have HOAs, so they can feel a little bit more charming. They have larger lots. I will say a lot of these homes really feel great when you walk into them because they are older. They are made of brick and they are really sectioned off. And so if you don't love having smaller closets and smaller bathrooms and your home kind of chopped up, you might not love this area as far as the houses go. The average home price in Green Mountain is $640,000, and that's as of early 2026. So definitely prices are changing all the time. There's also a luxury community called the Solterra, and Solterra has brand new Mediterranean style. They're like really modern open floor plans. They're beautiful. Solterra pricing definitely is a step up from Green Mountain with the median sale price around $960,000 as of early 2026, of course. I'd love to show you around any of these areas. I would say that there's a lot of variety in the neighborhoods, but people really love it because there's definite access to the trails and the mountains, but then also you have your own communities for dining. Belmar specifically is like the downtown of Lakewood. My favorite restaurant there is the Tstreet Roadhouse. It's absolutely amazing. You've also got an open air ice rink. And if it freezes, which it might now that it snowed, but it didn't freeze this winter, the ice rink is super fun. In the summertime, this area hosts concerts and farmers markets. You're also really close to Colorado Mills Mall, which is a really big indoor outlet mall featuring the Nike factory, Adidas, Eddie Bauer. They have a whole slides play area for kids. They're super fun. If you want that scavenger hunt, I'll link it down below. And I would love for you to tag me or put pictures of the locations that you found that were your favorites. Let me know what your favorite areas are of Lakewood. And I'll be doing more updates about these trails and what's coming up in the future. I'm Heather O'Leary, your Colorado homegirl. I share all about Denver area lifestyle and what it's like to live in each of these different neighborhoods. So check back for more information.
All right, we're back here at Green Mountain, and pretty soon I'm going to get to ride my bike on these trails again, which are some of my favorites within 15 minutes of my house, but broke my leg recently on my bike, so can't do that quite yet. Anyway, I can, however, show you around all of the most amazing neighborhoods that have access to these amazing mountains. I'm Heather O'Leary, your Colorado homegirl with eXp Realty. Schedule on my link tree and let's just have a quick conversation, or subscribe to the channel and check out all of my other lifestyle videos.